Good morning, traders. Let's see what the market has in store for us today. Just drop a comment on our chat site if you can't hear me, if you're struggling to hear noise, or if you hear any doubles. Okay, let's see what we've got today. First of all, I actually want to follow up on a trade that was posted yesterday. Let's see how it went. That's a AUD NZD. I don't know if I took a loss on this one. Yeah, I think I did. I did take a loss on this one, and then it probably flew off from there. Yeah, hit the stop loss. So trade number 2 actually went up. Some people caught the trade, and well, I was one of the unfortunate ones that didn't get the trade. Let me just take a look at where the entry was and how it went. Okay, I'm just gonna open the position that I was taking yesterday. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure this would have been the third attempt on the trade. If anybody took it, then that's a major plus, and trust in the system, of course. As I can see, it went pretty big. Hit a 127. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So I think what would be advisable is to move your stop to 125. If you haven't taken any partials, so you should be good. There you go. Okay. So we will be taking a look at all the other pairs and just how it's going today. So I'm actually not going to mark this one because I wouldn't have taken the third attempt. And if you guys did follow it yesterday, you'd have noticed the position was placed. Let me just open these pairs here quickly. Okay, so the position was placed. Okay, actually price was above when it was placed. So it triggered here. And then hit the stop loss here. And then if you went again, hit the stop loss. Yeah, pretty sure it hit the stop loss here on this candle, 606.8 by a pip. So if you try to go again on this position, you'd have probably went in here and then hit the stop loss here. And if you did attempt again, went in probably here. I'm not sure what happened with this candle, but let's assume stop loss would have been hit. So it would have been too many attempts on this position. Yeah, so actually it was a good one from the one subscriber who took the position. There we go. Okay. And then now we will be opening all the pairs that we basically marked last night at the New York close. So this is how the pairs are looking. This is how the pairs are looking. Okay, so I've marked on the analysis, so it'll be a fairly quick live session, and we'll see if we can pick up more of those. So we'll just take probably 5 of these on the right, and then on the watch list, of course, and then we'll see how they go throughout the day. We only need 1% for the day, and we've hit 30 for the week. Okay, so with this pair, let's start with the daily, of course, as usual. Start with the daily, and then on the daily, let me just remove that. And then on the daily, we've marked down this massive trend down. And then, so we've already established that there's a lot of liquidity in these zones here. And then we see it hit a support at the bottom, which is not too far from this target here, which is also a nice sensitive area. Okay, and then when you look for the enterprise, you would have noticed, let's do this, you would have seen this imbalance here. You would have seen this liquidity zone here, that was known as the resistance zone, and you would have seen this happening here as well, and then this liquidity here, and of course the liquidity at the bottom here. So those are the zones that we are focused on from the bigger time frame. And what we'd want to see, it depends on you actually. Would you take the trade from the current level and then see it move up to the resistance again, or would you wait for the second level after it takes this low, this imbalance here, or are you going to wait for, just hold on a second. There we go. There we go. This is where we are. Or are you going to wait for the third, wait for price to go back up into the zone? It doesn't really matter how far it goes, because it could potentially hit half of this imbalance here before dropping, and that's when you'll be trading with the overall trend. So depends on you actually, but for the purpose of our trading, we will be taking the next available opportunity with a very tight stop and using momentum, of course. So I wouldn't put a sell limit like I saw one of the guys do yesterday, which ended in a loss on the NZDJPY. Okay, there we go. So this is how it looks on the 4 hour. We've got some imbalances here. We've got some nice areas of liquidity here as well. A nice order block at the top there, and then liquidity at the bottom. So I'm expecting price to actually break into the zone first and then go back up, or potentially price could actually drop even bit lower, coming down to our second tee off, and then probably create a bit of range and then go back up. So we'll just see how far or what price does, and we'll trade based on that. You can see it hit our level here. So if you're in the trade, it's not really an issue, because now when you go back down to the lower time frames, you'll see it's probably a very good entry. 1 hour, there's how it looks. There's some more imbalances here on the 1 hour. You can see there's one here which will potentially be filled. There we go. And yeah, that's how we'll be looking at it. Okay, and then if you go back down to the 15 minutes, so this is the reason why I don't take limit orders. There's more imbalances here on the 15-minute time frame, more imbalances here, and then you'd see it took out this previous low, potentially targeting this low as well, which is why the stop is put right there on the 15-minute, of course. And then we're going to drop down again further to the 5 minutes, and then the 5 minutes, you can see what we're looking at. So now this is where we're going to tighten our stop and see how far price goes up by. So if you are going to take the first tee off, I'll probably tighten the stop just below this 5-minute order block there. And then let me just see how many pips this is. 4 pip. Okay, not too bad. And then that'll be the stop. That'll be the entry. And then we're going to go back up to the larger time frame and just focus on putting all the other target areas. So the first target area would be at the 1 to 3 mark. Okay, should be the first part where we take partials, and then 1 to 5 where we close another 30%. So on the first partial we'll close 30% and then move the stop to entry, and then on the second partial, which is 1 to 5, we close 30% and then move stop to 1 to 3, and then the third will be 1 to 5 and so forth. And then we'll eventually, if it goes above the 1 to 8, what we'll be doing depends on how you want to look at it. We'll be doing 1 hour move ups. You can even do it from 5. It just depends on your risk appetite, and we'll take it from there. So 1 to 8, and then from 10, 1 to 10, and then from all the way up here, it's really just a blessing. So from this zone here, from the 1 to 10 range, it'll literally just be 10% left on the table, which will leave to go as far as possible. So that's how we want to look at this. Okay, so that's the first trade of the day. Let me just go to the 15 minutes and then, so this is how it looks. Okay, so now I would put a buy stop at this level. Let me just drop it. Actually, let me just drop it this way. There we go. Copy the link. Or rather, save the image. Oh, and also please watch your news. Make sure that you don't have any bad news that are going to affect you, especially if you're trading FTMO. There we go. And then I'm going to open the VIP here, drop the PNG here, and also drop it on our free channel. Then we are good to go. So that's the first trade of the day. So potentially somebody's already in the position. I just missed it now because I was focused on there we go. Now I'm in. There we go. Just fix this quickly. See what we've got here. We're risking 0.5% at all times. We don't go beyond that. If you want to go low, you can go lower, which is pretty good. I mean, doing 1% a day is more than enough. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm just removing some of the orders that were double placed. And then let's see just how far it goes from here. Okay, the next pair will be jumping the AUD and CAD pairs. So you can diversify your moves. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure why my copy trading is off. Okay, let me just move this to the side and just make sure that it's on again. There we go. There we go. And then the next one. Just bear with me, guys. The next one. There we go. So I'm just enabling all the copy trading that's going on onto other accounts. There we go. done. Now we just watch it work. Now we just watch it work. Great. Okay. Going back to the arcade position. I just want to take a look at this quickly. Long instant. There we go. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put an alert on the 1 to 3 on this pair, just so I can be notified when it hits that zone. Okay, there we go. Going back onto the stream. I'm not sure if you guys can still see, but there seems to be an error. Let's see. Okay. I'm hoping the network is fine now. Stream status says poor. Okay, AUDCHF. Nothing on that level. And then AUD-USD. Literally just touched our entry point on the second entry, was this one hit our 1 to 3 and then broke us out yesterday, and then just now we just got a hit on our second tee off. So we currently, let's see, we're currently at almost 1 to 1. So I'm just going to make this bigger so you guys can see the position, and I'd wait for price to drop a bit before getting in. I wouldn't chase this trade, so that'll be the best advice for you guys. So we're just going to leave this one as is, and then target is 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 8, 1 to 10 plus. So you'll keep that as is. And then the next one, we've got AUDJPY. Didn't even get close to our entry zone, literally just turned at the price point. Yep. 2 pips, 3 pips at our price point. But I wasn't even going to catch this because this happened at 3:30. So it happened during the Asian session. Let me try and plug. Okay, there you go. The stream is in healthy condition again now. But let me try and go to the next pair. So what we do here on this pair is to just put an alert at this level and then wait for price to get up there. Either touch it a bit, drop down to the 1 minute, and then watch the candles, watch the candle closes, and then from there enter with the sell stop. Awesome. And then we've got the CAD JPY. CAD JPY also hit our level during the Asian session, at the open of the Asian session, and it's already in the green. So we definitely can't catch that one. It's almost at 1 to 2. That one is gone. It's completely gone. EA. Okay, I'm not sure what I was doing on this pair. Let me just go up a bit, get bigger so we can see. I'm not sure why I saved it, but okay. Now I see it's actually at our range, but I'd wanted to get up to these levels at the top first. There's a zone here that I'd wanted to get to first. There's a zone here and all these levels. But you can see it broke this trend line. So yeah. Okay, and then next pair, Euro Swiss franc broke into our zone. Also probably late. I'm not sure when I saw this, but missed it as well. And then the Euro GBP, it's at our interesting level now. So this one I'd want price to come to the zone. So I'm gonna scroll into this one so I can give you guys an overview of what's happening here. Okay, so we've got this 30-minute order block that we saw from the other time. There's that order block there, and then there's this massive so we're looking at the 1 hour, by the way. There's this massive imbalance there, and then liquidity here and liquidity there. So what you'd want this price to do is to actually start at the top, to grab whatever's happening here, drop down, doesn't matter how far it goes, and then come back into your position here where you'd get a nice entry. So that's what you'd want to see. That's why I put the alert just before the entry so I can come see what's happening. And potentially I put the stop here because of this low here, previous low. Okay, and then and that's how we will be attacking this position. Okay, and then of course 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 8, and 1 to 10 plus. That's on the UAGBP. So I'm actually going to take a snippet of this one and then post it in the group. That's what we're looking at. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, close that. And then going back now into the other pairs. NZDJPY, where are we? Just literally got into our zone now. This is the trade that a lot missed. But yeah, broke into the zone now. And then we are, let's see, 13 pip. The stop was a bit too big for my liking. And I also didn't get this. I mean, it triggered very early. But I'm assuming some of the people in the group triggered. So, and then there's it hit our first TP. So we'll just watch this at the third one, of course, which should be somewhere around the zone, and just see how it performs. I mean, if we hit this, then we don't necessarily have to take the rest of the trades. Okay, this one turned too soon. AUDNZD is the one that everybody caught, or the other guys caught, and then it's currently at 1 to 6. Not sure what that sound is. Okay, I'm not sure what that sound was. Okay, so this one hit the 1 to, it's at 1 to 6 now, so I'll probably adjust it and see how far it goes, if anybody took it. But for this pair, the next area of interest is at this level. We would actually be looking at going long again, depending on how it behaves. If it goes all the way up first, hitting our zones, then we're going to look for a sell. So this area here, we are going to ignore. So Whoever got this, I mean, that's awesome. Hold it, manage it, and see how far it goes. Okay. We'll be focusing on this area here. This is our entry zone. So watch it. Okay, let me just remove this so I can remove all of these and post it in the group. There we go. Go back up again. Stop. And then 1 to 3 is in this range. And then 1 to 5 is somewhere here. And then one to 8. One to 8 here. So this is how this one is. We would want to take it from. Okay, and then just take a snapshot of that. Save the image. Okay. This is where we are. And also drop it in this channel as well. This is the AUD NZD. And then the USD. It's not on any of our levels. We're looking for a sell here, which we missed yesterday dismally, because this position was actually at the top and then it went right down all the way. Potential 29, so there's more downside than upside, so I'd want it to go back up first. If I was to take a buy, it would be at the zone, but it would definitely be a very short buy. So let me move this. Let me make this the second tee off and just do this analysis for you guys. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna make sure I don't mess up my levels. There you go. So I'm gonna put this here. That will be our second tee off. Okay, there we go. Just put a mark there. Then I'm just going to do a short tee off here. Second tee off here. Okay, so with this, I mean, we've got a nice liquidity zone here. So we'd want to see price basically break this, take some of those lows, take all the orders that are laying down here, and then it will either do that and then come back up to our zone, and then we'll take a second trade going down. So this is an idea that you'd want to explore. Dropping down to the 15 minutes. Let me just zoom in a bit more. You'll see just how many auto blocks are here, liquidity zones in this range. I mean, look at this. All of this is nice, beautiful ranges that would have caught. But I would still want to get in below this zone here based on the 4 hour and have my stop just below this or something like this. And then have my stop based on this level. So I'd want to have my stop somewhere there. And then I'd want to get in just after it takes it out, targeting all my highs at the top there, where my first tee off is. So this is how it would look. And then could be a nice also 1 to 20. So I'm going to keep this as is, and then we'll watch it. I'm going to put an alert here as well, just before it gets into that level. And then 15 minutes to London Open, guys. There we go. And then I'd have my entry point there, stop loss there, and then of course the usual targets, and taking it from there. So I'm just going to put my first tee off here. So that's the first entry, and then potentially a third one would be waiting for price to drop even lower, and then taking it from there. So this is how it looks. Okay, so let's just take a picture of that, and then take it from there. So that's how it looks. But actually, let me just make it a bit. Let me also include the second tee off as well. The second tee off I did last night, it was based off the daily and going down into the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and then the 15 minute and so forth. So for the short than the long, but we can still squeeze in some levels here. We can probably squeeze in a bit of the 1 2 3 1 to 5, depending, of course. Let me just move this down, and then so once it gets here, I would want to take out these highs and then come back down into momentum, take our entry all the way down. So this, I mean, if this works out, we are set for June. Okay, and remember, risk management. That is optimal. There we go. There we go, and then drop it in here as well. Those are some nuggets that we are looking for. Okay, let me just add a few more. It's Friday after all. Okay, GA is going into our area of interest, and on that way it's leaving a lot of beautiful areas where it's potentially going to come back to. So that's good for us. And remember, now we're not gonna have any limit orders. Look at that balance there. Got another one here. Well, there's one potentially forming here, and then there's this order block here. There's a 4 hour, and then it just took out this order block here at the top and all the liquidity that was in the zone, creating a sensitive area, of course. And then, I mean, looking at these wicks here, you know that there was a downtrend in the smaller time frame, and then all orders were created and then taken out. And then whilst it's doing that, there's something forming here at the top, and you can see as well there's some liquidity here, and then there's something here, of course. And then so with this pair, when I looked at it, here, there's my entry, there's my stop. I'd want a tighter stop, but it will all depend on what price does in this area. So I'm gonna leave it as is, and then we want price to get in there. But like I said, it's either gonna touch this, and if it touches, that's when now you watch it. You're not gonna put a limit order. You watch it and then see how it behaves in the lower time frames. And if it does go above aggressively, you wait for it to come back before placing an entry. There we go. So I'm gonna put an alert here so we can come back and take a look if it does get back into that zone, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, and then that's the GA. So let's take a picture as well of the GA. And that's the first tee off that we're gonna monitor and hopefully get a good position from. Take a picture of this. Okay, there we go. I think that's it for the day, and then I'll be posting the rest onto the channel, the VIP channel, of course. So we've got 5 that were just posted in here, and they're looking promising. We need a 50% win rate, so that's the beauty about trading our strategy. 50% win rate, we are good, and then anything below that, we'll probably break even. But we are going green today as well. We are not closing red. We've been having greens the whole week. Okay, so we still have 10 more minutes of the stream. Any questions, guys, just drop them there on the chat. Let me see, and then we'll take it from there. Meanwhile, let me take a look at the other positions. I'll also share them if the stream is still happening at the time. Okay, so this one did trigger, but I missed it, so I'm going to wait for a re-entry. Okay, there we go. And then go down with it, of course, and then you can see there's massive liquidity here in the 4 hours. So imagine how the 15-minute looks. There is that range there which it formed, of course. So we wanted to break, take some of these orders, break this high here. Then once it breaks that high, come back down. So I'm actually going to put my entry slightly higher onto the previous high, and then the stop will be above this level here, and then the targets will be as per usual: 1 to 5, 1 to 3, 1 to 8, 1 to 10, and beyond. So this could be a good let's see if this could be a good analysis here. Okay, let's see what we've got here. There we go. That's how it looks. So 1 to 26. We'll see how that works. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, let me see if I can't do that. I see somebody here wants to see the FTMO. Let's go back up to this. Let me open. Okay, there's one that's currently running. The one FTMO. There we go. It's gonna show you my accounts now. Okay, let me just do this. Let me. Okay, let me do this. Okay, when I go back to OBS, of course. And then I'm going to show you guys. Okay, this GCAD, by the way, it's a good entry. But wait for it to come back down. So let me also take a picture and drop it onto the group, and then see if somebody gets it. And then I'm going to try and show you what we've got here on FTMO. Copy, come back down here, trading nut, drop it in there. It's a very good chat site, by the way, for traders. And then Uniforex Dojo, free channel, there we go. That's it for there. And then let me just go to the accounts here, open FTMO, and then create scene. I'm just going to call it other. And then, shucks. Okay, that's fine. But all in all, there's $41,000 for 1,000 euro, of course, funded. That's the one I'm trading here now. There's this. Just open this one as well. Let's open it quickly. Account metrics. There's this one here, past, this was a $10,000 one, past 10 days. And then just go back up to the side here again quickly. Okay, that's the live stream. There's quite a lot running here. And then there's which one is this? Oh, this was the $100,000 one where we hit a retry. Let me just show you quickly. But we will be dropping these numbers on our site, and then you'll just open the accounts that are currently running, look at the progress, look at what's happening, probably follow them, follow the ones that are following the copy trading system or the ones that are using the signals channel, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, that's where we are. Let me open our stream here, make it bigger, close this. So yes, and you'll watch on the website, on our copy trading, or actually on the homepage, I will be dropping the FX Blue link, and then you will just follow. Hopefully, I'll get it on my Facebook as well, and then you just follow the live results, live open positions, everything. There we go. Let me just quickly show you our okay, so this is our, just open it here. This is our copy trading system that's been running for the past 128 days. I think I can drop this link actually. Let me just see. Let me see if I can't drop the link to your account, and yeah, I should be able to drop this link. Okay, there we go. Copy. Let me drop it onto our stream chat there. Hopefully you guys can open it. So here we are. So we've got a floating P&L of $32, running balance of 2.3. So if you've been following this copy system, we were at 100 and not 240% here, and then we started including some of our big trades, of course, and some did trigger, some didn't, and it kind of created a bit of a chaos because it went down by 41%, but it's still green overall. And then yeah, so what we're doing now, some of the trades that are in the signals group will be thrown into the copy trading system, and then hopefully hit your 30% a week and so forth. And this weekly return will definitely change. Monthly is around 20%, which will also change. But we're not targeting a lot of pips. So that's the only change between what's happening and what happened. The pips changed. And then trades per day as well is going to change. The history, of course, is 128 days. And then what we're having an issue with is this risk part. So as you can see here, it says our risk of ruin is 92%. Which does not make sense, but we will follow up with that and see how it goes. Average win $26, average loss 14. This was probably averaged between the past few trades that we took. And then yeah, trade length 15 days, which was also a bit, yeah, probably based on the trades that we were running for a while, and we only closed recently. Why we kept them running that long was based on something else, which we removed. But it is getting refined, it is getting better, it is getting more beautiful. So yeah, that's where our copy trading system is, and we'll see how far it goes. Awesome. So guys, oh, there we go. GCAD is at our nice area. Drop down to the 15 if you got that. Good for you. Mine is not triggered yet. Okay, now I'm getting in. There we go. There we go. We'll watch how this one progresses as well. There we go. Nicely done. Okay, so now we will watch and see just how far it goes. Any more questions, guys? Nothing so far. So awesome. Anything, drop them on our website, contact us, Telegram at Master Shifu and Master FX Shifu. And yeah, awesome. Cheers, guys. Check you guys on Monday.